45 minutes. I gotta get this stuff ready. And the thing though is, one of my assignments is like plan an outline of my education and stuff, like for when I need to graduate and what I need to graduate with and stuff like that. And the thing though is, I also have to meet with the instructor too, she said. And the thing though is, I'm better with taking one class per semester and stuff like that. So I hope I don't get anything wrong. But yeah, I am gonna take my shower now. I told Sheila I'm gonna be doing that. And, I could have sworn, when I waked myself last night, and I went to the bathroom or something, I saw blood on there. And okie dokie, so I need to get in there before I miss my meeting with Lindsay here to talk about that assignment. Because it said you could take 2 classes to make it like a 6 credit, and I don't want to do that. Because what I was thinking and told myself too a long time ago, yes, my brother has kids, and I don't feel bad about that. Okay. When I have met someone is when I will meet my special someone and get married and have kids. I can wait for that, and I can wait that long until I graduate. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not worried about how long it will take me to graduate. Just a couple more years. Either in 2020.
I have no idea what you just said, but it sounds fun. Okay, lads, prepare for the experience of a lifetime. Disneyland is over. We're $12 cheeseburgers, chicken flies, right off the line, and Doc, it's just an expression. Kids.
The most famous case involves a former policeman who was out shopping in the year 1996. His wife went to a nearby bookstore while he went to pass time elsewhere. But then, when he went back to meet up with his wife again, he was confused to find that the bookstore wasn't there. In its place was a clothes shop, and it didn't turn back into a bookstore until he stepped through the door. Thankfully, husband and wife were swiftly reunited, and nobody was lost in time forever. But when the former policeman came to realize that the same building had been a clothes shop decades beforehand in the 1960s, that's when this particular tale took on a whole new meaning. It was as though he had been briefly transported.
Hey, there she is. All right. But altos, y'all have to.
What's a 401k plan? $8 to them too.
But they don't make clothes in my size.
Hold still, you. If you're from the future, what am I gonna say next?
Something moronic.
Wow.
Hey, hurry up!
So, yeah. Oh, before I got on that today, real quick. To there, see? Taking this side. That is another diamond art too. So. There it is.
And after the howling, we settle our grievances. You two best friends for 27 years got anything you want to say to each other?
Listen, all this stuff you borrowed, you can hang on to it for a while.
Thanks. Because there's really nothing left in my apartment now anyway. Except for your barbecue apron.
I'm sorry I gave you a hard time about the pen and pencil set.
I know that wasn't too original, but I don't have any kids of my own, so I wanted Robbie to have the pen and pencil set my dad gave me on my howling day.
Roy, your dad gave you this?
Yeah, it's the one his dad gave to him on his howling day.
Oh, jeez.
Came forward with a description of the alleged abductor. A police artist created this composite drawing of a man with olive to light brown complexion and medium-length hair. He is not a suspect, but police would like to question him. Meanwhile, Cindy's mother flew to Philadelphia to help in the search. Since her arrival, Ban Soon's song has kept her daughter's story alive locally, while also generating national and international coverage. It is a seemingly endless ordeal, yet she is not about to give up.
I want to stay in America until I can find Cindy. I will do anything to find Cindy, because Cindy is always in my heart.
This is the last photo of Cindy's song taken the night she disappeared. Cindy is 21 years old in this picture, stands just over 5 feet tall and weighs 110 pounds. She is long. Tammy Beersley readily opened her house to a phalanx of scientists. The common denominator continued. What did all these children share that might explain their illness?
There was a team of people that came into our home and vacuumed, took dust samples, air quality samples, water samples, biological testing, scraped our nose, blood tests.
But these tests were inconclusive. Perhaps the problem was not in the children's homes, but in the surrounding environment. Was there something unique about Fallon that could explain why a cancer cluster appeared here? Researchers began with the water.
The one thing that makes this community sort of stand out is that they have
Neil Williams' truck into the water. Once Diana viewed photographs of Dale's truck, she was certain someone other than her husband last drove the vehicle. She took particular note of the partially open driver's side window.
Dale usually drove with the driver's window all the way down, but never halfway. Always down or up. Somebody put it in there to get rid of it. Somebody who knew the river.
Generating further speculation, police have not located the stranded motorist Dale Williams went to help. Was a mystery caller a woman, as Dale's friend surmised? And why has that person never come forward?
Go there.
Investigators may already have that answer. The purported distress call was placed from a stolen cell phone.
Oh yeah, and how are you supposed to have gotten away? Huh? You can't even do anything for yourself.
should we do now?
Why, Sandra, play piano.
Oh, it's concert time, is it? Oh, all right. All right. What do you want to hear me play?
I am trying really hard. I really am. But sometimes I don't think you guys realize that I have problems too.
Oh, we have a request for Chopin. Okay. Let me find something I know.
Well, if it isn't the famous linguist herself, and you are becoming quite famous, you know.
Hello, Judy.
I read your little article that you got published. What was it called? Oh, yes. Linguistic Development in the Modern Day Wild Child. Catchy title. But a little insulting to Katie, don't you think? I mean, couldn't form, what was it, grammatical questions. That's a lie. Maybe she never did when she was with you, but when she was living with me, she asked grammatical questions all the time. And saying that her father hit her for vocalizing, what evidence do you have to make a remark of that kind? That's not science. That's conjecture.
Insurify. Whoa, my car insurance bill doubled? Yikes. You should try Insurify. In just a few clicks, you can compare rates from dozens of...
And you'll be happy to know their cases are under review.
Be happier knowing that they were both out of there.
Well, these things take time. But it would be relatively easy to find new placements for those two. Katie, well, I'm sure you know that's a bit more problematic. We've got to make sure this situation doesn't reoccur.
Yeah, I'm all for that.
You know, I don't know how you'll take to this suggestion, but how'd you like to have Katie come live with you?
With me?
From what I understand, you two have a good relationship. You've known each other a fairly long time. You obviously have a good understanding of her needs. In fact, we'll probably never find anyone else who understands her nearly so well.
It's just that...
She's very demanding. I know. I realize that.
It's not just her. It's us. It's you. How'd you ever find time to finish school?
History of crop circles. Judy Arndt is a field researcher with the organization.
It looked like a place had been electrocuted. The plants were so badly frazzled. I was
Skeptics were quick to call the whole affair a hoax, attributing the work to clever pranksters like those shown in this TV documentary.
By somebody out there with plants and boards. You can't do that to thistle. It was very densely grown, and it would be very difficult for anybody to get in without leaving tracks behind.
From her Austin, Texas home to meet her father's new girlfriend.
Hey, sugar, I'm all out of ammo.
Oh, Deanna, I want you to meet my friend Jennifer.
Oh, hi.
Jennifer, Deanna.
Nice to meet you.
Boy. Oh, look at this.
When I first met her, she was in the casino with my dad.
So, are you from around here?
She wasn't very, a real presentable, just no class. She looked like a barfly. I was suspicious of her. I knew she wasn't right for him.
Daddy, what's going on? You do not...
A short time later, even Charles apparently began to share that opinion.
big old messy situation here.
According to his daughter Cindy, Charles admitted he was troubled in a phone conversation, but declined to reveal what his problems were.
Daddy, I can help you with this.
Sweetheart, listen to me.
When my dad called me,
Driving without a license. While he was being processed, police received an unexpected visitor.
Why you arresting my son?
Arthur's father, Arturo Sr., second in command of the Lopez family.
Calm down, Mr. Lopez. Why you sweating my kid? Because of me? Because of who I am?
Arturo Lopez Sr. demanded the release of his son and threatened to return with a firearm and to kill all the police officers who were involved in Arthur Lopez Jr.'s arrest.
I get my scrap and smoke all they're under. I'll kill you first.
Arthur Lopez Jr. could not be held on the misdemeanor traffic charge and was released. But Arturo Sr. was convicted of threatening a police officer and sentenced to 18 months in jail. His incarceration gave the authorities the opportunity they'd been looking for.
While Arturo Lopez Sr. was in prison, he made daily phone calls to his son, the Lopez family. Arturo Lopez, there are
In the explosion, dozens of masonry nails and screws tore through 90% of her body. Robert Sanderson left behind a wife and 2 sons. He had been a Birmingham task force member of the man they were hunting at a But this time the authorities caught a break. Forensics detonated this device by remote control, which meant one thing: the bomber was dead. Just after the explosion, the witness saw a man walking away. When the man removed the wig and discarded it, the witness became suspicious and began pursuing him on foot. The last known sighting of Eric Rudolph was made by a man who had known Rudolph for years. George Nordman was a local health food who lived in a remote mountain cabin.
What the hell are you doing here? I need your help, man.
Eric approached him about food stuff. George made the decision not to help Eric, and I believe became somewhat frightened of him.
2 nights later, Nordman's home warehouse was raided of several hundred pounds of food and his truck was stolen. It was believed Rudolph had made a return visit. Eric Rudolph has not been seen since July 1998.
Eric Rudolph was not a joiner. We found no evidence that he ever was a member of a militia. He was someone who had a streak of paranoia about him. He also liked being alone. So,
my husband and I thought, let's move to
I-24. Round over.
raise our children.
The Bishes flourished in Warren. 15 years after the move, the 2 older children were in college. The baby of the family, 16-year-old, landed her first real job as a lifeguard in a nearby pond.
Molly was very proud to be a lifeguard. She worked very hard for that, and she would get this position at the Warren Farm. It's a beautiful location. There had been no Molly.
She rushed to the pond. She found her daughter's flip-flops and chairs sitting on the beach. There was no sign of Molly.
Molly's not here. This one lady came up and she had a...
Why the fuck do I keep doing this to myself, sitting so long? Jesus. I'm fucking nuts. So yeah, I gotta do something tomorrow. I'm getting cabin fever. I'm like, I'm fucking bored. But yeah, I got this little bit done over here, this flower and that flower, and yeah, so it's coming along. And my other diamond art arrived. But yeah, I was thinking tomorrow I'm gonna call Big B and see if they have my cream freeze, and if the sidewalk is shoveled by Subway and down over there, so I can walk off the bus and go there. If not, for both of them, I'll just wait until I can go on Thursday. And Thursday now, I don't have counseling until 1:30. I checked. Yeah. You know what to do, Mom. Hug and kiss my baby kitty. Alrighty? I love her like there's no tomorrow. Where are my plug thingies? Okay. That's one plug thingy. Oh, I gotta clean up in here. Okay, there it is. Okay. I really gotta clean up in here. It's a freaking ass mess. Just look at this. That is starting to stink in there. But, yeah. I'm gonna play bowling one more time and then play Bingo Blitz. You know what I feel like I really want to do? Take a big shit. I know that was out of nowhere and too much information, but I feel constipated and I don't want to be sitting on the toilet for too long, but I do have that powdery form. What was it called? Put it in here. That is really starting to smell. Where did it go? Oh, right here. I could put this in a cup and shake it up, but I don't want to be doing that right now. But I don't know if I should do it right now, or you know, I washed this out. Well, there's a little water left in there, but you know what I mean. I just feel so bloated. You know what I mean? My hair is all icky and gross. But yeah, I don't know what to do. Maybe and took this in as best I could because when I was like in dreaming state, I could tell. This was pulled out and twisted around my feet. And we're gonna get more snow tonight. So that's another thing I question on if I want to go out in that, or will it be too slippery for me? Or should I really wait until Thursday to go out? You know what? I'm just going crazy here with cabin fever, like I'm about to, get stir crazy. Sorry if I'm boring you too, and I'm like thinking, God, I hope people are not unsubscribing from me on YouTube, because I'm such a bore right now. But yeah, I feel like I need to wash my hair too. Hey, that's why I feel like I'm always tired all the time, because I have to shit a lot. And I was like watching something funny, like I was watching this short on either Facebook or YouTube, I can't remember where, and it said why there's no toys and cereals anymore, and they had said it all started in the 1800s, where a doctor in the asylum says mental illness is led to constipation. And I had a laugh. I'm like, what? And so this is why you just have to find the video. I laughed at that so hard, because I was like, how the heck is that possible? Stupid doctors in the 1800s, man. Okay, I'm constipated all the time. I'm crazy. Lock me away. You're gonna take me away, haha. You're gonna take me away, ho ho hee hee, to the funny farm. Life is beautiful all the time. Hee 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 hee. Yeah, guys, it is gonna snow all night. It's the morning. I will just have to wait and see how I feel. Like I said, I feel like I want to take a big shit later, so... And it won't get into the 30s until late, and I don't want to pig out on a big chocolate thing or whatever that late at like 3 p.m. So I might just want to eat something at home here tomorrow. And I'll have to show something to you. Okay, so yeah, it says it's a sin. But you see, what I told myself though, even if somebody is not Catholic, they still eat meat anyway during Lent. But you see what I mean? Everyone is from the same Jesus Christ. So this is why I don't believe that it's a sin, really. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's why I disagree. So, but if I want to, I could make that tuna garlic roast thing or whatever, or something else new. But this is a new game right here. This is a new game that I was playing. Where I match words. That's the name of it, in case you did not see the title. And for some reason or other, I can't get the SpongeBob game to work. It doesn't want to load. So yeah, this SpongeBob game right here, it does not want to load for some reason. I wait for usually wait 10 seconds and it loads. And it stays at 5%. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See, it should have loaded by now. I don't understand that. I don't know, I may have to reinstall it back or what. I don't know. But yeah, my pill's already taken. That's what that time is right now. Okay. 9:47 p.m. I try to find narration. I don't know if I want to do a hyperlapse or not. I haven't decided. Maybe not, in case we have another build-up on the window, okay? So, I'm going to brush my teeth now.
N36. G52. G48. 068. N45. B1. Bingo. N41. Round over.
Have to say in the comments, have you had any experiences like this? Can you resonate with this person? Do you have any ideas on what's going on here? Please let us know. And thank you so much for sharing your story. This one is called, Did My Mom's Reality Shift in 2007? New Mom? Hi, Auntie Matrix. Hi. I was born in 1993. My mother was born in the early 70s. My childhood was very erratic until the summer between the school years of 6th and 7th grade. I appreciate the year I started school because it helps me keep track of time despite the randomness of my childhood. In 2001, I was in the 1st grade. So between 2006 and 2007 was the summer when elementary school and junior high school began. My mother had been incarcerated, jail and prison off and on until right before I ended elementary school and started junior high school in 2007. During the summer, we moved into our first little home together. It was a studio built in the back of someone's garage, one large room and one large bathroom. Our one room consisted of half and half tile and rug floor. On the tile floor side was a countertop to place our 2-burner electric stove with a sink and refrigerator. The other half was a rug floor to place home. How did that happen? How? I need your theories. Please put your theories in the comments. Thank you so much for sharing your story. This one's called What Got in Bed With Me. Hi, D-Matrix. Hi. I live in the UK. My husband's best friend owns the Village pub. About 6 months ago, my husband and I planned to watch a movie in bed that night. He asks if it's okay to pop down and see his best friend and have a couple of pints before the movie, and I'm reluctant. Free beer means he never only has a couple. He promises to be home by 10 p.m., and I relent. 11 p.m. rolls around and he's not back, so I go to bed and scroll through social media on my phone. It's important to note I take medication to sleep, and it takes an hour to kick in. I didn't take the medication because I'm hoping that he will be back soon and we can still watch the movie. At 1 a.m., he finally comes home and I hear the lounge door open and close and I hear him slowly walking up the stairs. I sleep with earphones and loud music because I have a noisy brain. I am mad now because it's too late to watch the film. I quickly put my earphones in and pretend to sleep. I hear the bedroom door open and close, a cold draft, and then his weight getting onto the bed. He prods me in the back a few times. Equally, you can visit other dimensions and experience someone or something's existence. There's a slipstream where you can slide back and forward through time, sometimes through your own timeline, sometimes in other parallel versions of you. For the most part, I'm always excited to sleep. It's given me so many stories. I have over 150 and I'm working with a ghostwriter to bring one of them to life. It's an amazing experience. Sometimes I visit a younger version of myself in the parallel world where I'm married with a little daughter. I've never had children. In another, I'm living my best life off-grid in nature and what would be my dream cottage living off the land. Some dimensions I experience being a different being that is more electrical but tall, almost translucent with a violet glow. They are very evolved and communicate telepathically. So many I don't have time to describe here, but these are my favorite places to visit. There are also places that I regularly visit that are vivid in my mind, and I've spent hundreds of hours poring over Google Earth trying to see if they are here on this planet in my Earth, but I can't locate them anywhere. I know there are different worlds within our own, and in their frequencies, it's as solid and real as our own. Perception is everything.